Hey everyone, welcome.
See, when you tell one lie, you got to remember the 100 lies that you told to cover that lie up.
That wasn't no lie.
Be quiet and don't talk.
I know you want to control this room, but this isn't Burger King. When the sign changes to Burger King, you can have it your way. Right now, this is my courtroom, and you will answer my questions.
Under my fifth.
Stop. Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury? Yes or no?
Hey Kelsey, welcome. So, it's been quite a week. So we have a bunch of liars gracing us with their presence over at the other side, like they're hot shit. And they think it's Burger King. They can have it their way all the time. And they think everyone will sit there and buy their bullshit all the way through. So that's the disappointing part, is that they can't even make their lies make any sense. So when they lie, it's like, okay, it can't even pass the muster test of making sense. So a lot of these lies that they're telling, it's like you're trying to rationalize it in your mind. And I said, wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. It's either they're telling another fib, or how do we put it? They're leaving a whole shitload of the story out. Hey, Julie, welcome. So when they do that, they're making it easy for us to pick apart the lies and manipulation. Hey, Jason. That they do so often on here. So I even challenge these trolls. Make your lies make sense. Make it hard for us. Make it hard. So we have TT this week. She hasn't changed one bit. I don't think she's going to change with her racial slurs and homophobic remarks. That's nothing new. But last night when I was watching Jamie's stream, it was a real eye-opener. His Santa Claus skit was actually pretty funny. I'll admit that. There was times I was laughing. But when he turned on Morbid, aka Misery, that's when things took a turn. That's when things started to take a hey Oda May. That's when things started to take a turn. And that was the eye opener of the night. So we all know who showed up. Amy decided to show up. And she was, hey, Aquarium baby. I haven't seen you around in a bit. How are you? Yeah, Jason, that Morbid Man is kind of boring, but In my opinion, he's flat as they can come. He has no emotion. He has to have a laugh track on his damn so every time it's like, okay, 80s TV shows. They have the audience laughing. Does everyone remember that? That's how it reminded me. Yeah, it was grotesque. Yeah, I didn't quite like it either, Kelsey. I didn't quite like the laugh track. It was annoying. Why couldn't he laugh himself? If he thinks he's so funny, why couldn't Morbid or Misery laugh himself? That's interesting, Jason. Married with children with only without the humor. But here's another thing that caught my eye about Morbid. Hey, Tracy. So here's the thing that caught my eye. Now, he was going into territory that, in my mind, you don't go. You don't go there, especially with females. Do you get my drift? I get you, Aquarium baby. I get you. So you don't come on a public platform, especially like this, and you ask women, or men for that matter, when was the last time they had sex? Are they on their period? Inquiring on their sex lives. And topics like that, things that are totally none of anyone's business. Now, if I ask those questions to someone on the street, I'd risk myself getting slapped in the face. I'm just being real here. So if someone walked up to you, hypothetically speaking, and asked you if you were on your period, asked you when the last time you had sex, especially a stranger, what would your response be? Think about that for a minute. What would your response be? And I don't think it would be laughter. It wouldn't be, you wouldn't sit there and laugh. I'm just being as real as you can be here. Yeah. Slap them, kick them, throw them into the street, and hope they get hit by a car. So he actually went into Natasha territory. So when Natasha drags someone sometimes, she goes into the sexual harassment category. And we all heard clips of her saying you don't just stop with your looks or drag your family. She goes down low and goes for your sex life, or I think I even heard or whatever. Hey, Witchy. Absolutely. Who in the hell would want to share that type of private information? But we had somebody last night willing to share that personal information with Morbid, aka Misery. And her name was Amber. And that was the shocker of the night. So she even admitted that she wasn't telling the whole truth to Morbid. She was just talking about the glare, and I was like, whoa, do we need to know this? And then Morbid had to correct Amber and say, oh, I like telling the truth is more entertaining. And I was like, whoa. Well, some people are open like that. Some people like say, oh, there's no big deal. I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm not saying Amber doesn't have the right to talk about it. If she wants to talk about her sex life openly, that's her business. But I'm just saying it was kind of cringe listening to it. That's just me. It just and it appeared that it was a drag fest. The glare. Just to please Morbid, aka Misery. So before this whole sex act or whatever, releasing that was so cringe, by the way. Amy was up. So it was a reunion party. So after hearing when Amber got up, I realized something. This Morbid guy isn't my cup of tea. I'll just put that out there. I wouldn't you wouldn't see me in this chat supporting him. I'll just say that. Oh, hey, Wyoming. This Morbid guy isn't my cup of tea. Oh, this happened on Jamie's last night aquarium, baby. He restreamed Morbid, aka Misery. And it happened on Morbid's channel. So what happened was Amy decided to come up on panel. And then Amber decided to hop up on panel. And then Amy called it, what do you call it? A reunion party. So they decided to make it look like that, I don't know. I'm sit there and assume anything. But it appears that Amy and Amber have made up. And were on panel together last night. So we're going to give Kelsey a truth bomb here. So she's absolutely right. We like Amber, but it's not just only her business, it's the Glaire's business too. And it isn't right to broadcast. You're welcome, Aquarian baby. So she's not just airing her business, she's airing another man's business. That's the point I was going to get to before someone in here beat me to it. You know, it's just the facts. And here's the other thing that really struck me as cringe last night. It was Amy went up and decided to talk shit about us, especially Jamie. And she said, let me think of her exact words here. She said, Jamie is my target right now. Okay. She couldn't even justify what Jamie did. So, what Jamie allegedly did, the only thing I saw proof of was Jamie called Amy a cunt and made a nasty comment. Okay, everyone? Saying that he wished that she had a stroke. I'm not saying it's a nice thing to say, but Jamie admits he said it. He owns it. And she goes nuts over it. Hey, Daria. No, Daria. Yeah, you got a point there, Aquarian. It must burn Amy's ass that James and Robbie are speaking now. Aw, poor thing. So that's what triggered Amy. That's the only thing I saw that Jamie did wrong here. And guess what? And we all know what Amy did to provoke that response, do we? We all know what Amy did. She was playing telephone with a lot of people, and I was one of them. Hey, I own it. I was on the phone with her for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour maybe. I forget how long it was, but I was on the line with Amy, and she was talking about, she was spilling the beans. And then she was in a chat talking shit. So what do you expect Jamie to do, actually? When he finds out, so when he finds out that 3 people, maybe 4, were talking shit behind his back, are you expect him to sit there and take it? No. I'd probably say something nasty too. That's just me. Daria. So she goes on and says, Jamie's my target now. And she couldn't even justify it in a sane manner last night. Hey, Mustang Sally. Amy couldn't justify it with one sane argument. She couldn't justify her telling everyone Amber's sex life. No, she never mentioned that to Morbid, did she? She never mentioned that she was playing telephone with everyone. Hey, Care D. So last night was, and I mean it was an eye-opener. So she wasn't, so Amber just wasn't talking about her sex life last night. She was talking about the glare. So she was dragging the glare, which Morbid had no problem dragging last night. Because we all know the story about the yeah, Otame. We all know that story. You know how it was. And I view that as a so what? Him, Morbid and Shipwrecked Beck weren't together anymore. So what does Shipwrecked Beck do? Well, I don't agree with her going right into his inbox and saying, dick pic, please. Who does that? Asking just like that. And then he has to go for an hour explaining how sexual of a person he is. And I don't think I would have done that, to be honest with you. I mean, if I said anything, I would have kept it at 20 minutes or less. But hey, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's complicated drama. So Amy has to get herself involved in it. And then she has the nerve to tell me to mind my own business. I says, excuse me, Amy, this is a drama community. Anything that goes on a live stream is public. I have the right to give my opinion and critique of anything that goes on a public stream. But then she goes on and on about, but that person's my friend. Then perhaps she should counsel that friend on not being such a douche. I'm just being real here. I'm not saying everyone's perfect on this platform. I'm not. I made the mistake of yeah, I'm going to admit this. I made the mistake of listening to Amy sometimes, and look where it got me. It got me into trouble sometimes. Look at how many times she's been wrong. I remember the time where she was screaming at me, saying, well, you got everything wrong with the noodle mash thing. And Mrs. P. And I says, how did I get anything wrong? Really? And I said, where's your proof, Amy? This seems so far out there. And she says, well, it's not my, they're not my receipts, they're hookers. And I said, really? So you're listening to Hooker and Mrs. Portland. Yeah, Mustang Sally, I agree with you 100%. And I said, and I actually told her, show me proof that Noodle Mash is a scumbag and started this whole thing with Mrs. Portland, or I'm not going to sit there and drag Noodle Mash or anything. Or it's probably one of her conspiracy theories. And she got pissed off. And then she wanted to see all my emails and wanted to know who emailed me with concerns. And I says, so you can go over and tell Hooker? No way. You know? Yeah, so she got the idea, Amy got the idea that, oh, she runs everything. She's been here for 5 years, you know, she can come around and do whatever the fuck she wishes and order people around. So she was, so I'm noticing she's been on panels more and more lately. Absolutely witchy, Nicole. Absolutely correct. If she can show that Noodle Mash started this with Mrs. Portland, then she needs to shut the fuck up. Yikes. And then she went on about a conspiracy theory with a mutual friend, and I says, it was like, oh, she probably is, Cara D. She probably is. I just don't have proof of it. That's just my opinion, but she was over at Retro's, Cara D, rubbing Mrs. Portland's back. When she was over at, when Mrs. Portland went up on Retro's panel. You got to go over and see that, Cara D. That was disgusting. That was really, really, really disgusting when Amy and Michelle did that. What they were Amy and Michelle were saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Mrs. Portland." Really? Yikes. I forget. Yeah, they constantly enable her. They constantly enable the woman. And it's getting to the point. And now she's over at TT's, Mrs. Portland. And as Noodle Mash correctly pointed out on her channel, it didn't even take 2 months. 2 months for Mrs. Portland to violate her probation. It didn't take 2 months. Absolutely, Cara D. Absolutely. And you see this little banner scrolling underneath my screen. I say, remember, don't go real life or harass anyone mentioned. I mean it. Oh, I believe that, Aquarian baby. She has no loyalty to no one but herself. And it's like I shake my head every time she goes up on a panel, Mrs. Portland, and she continues to barf out of her mouth. It's like she doesn't understand that she has an anti-stalking order against her for life. I would have thought that going to jail for 3 days would have been a wake-up call. But apparently this girl doesn't care. So perhaps a longer sentence is maybe appropriate this time. $300 for a Christmas tree. And we are taking her word for it. She's probably trying to grip the community again. Hey, Seashell. So I don't take anything that Mrs. Portland says at face value. She's a proven liar. And I had to spend how many times debunking her shit and telling her and telling people this is not true. And a court of law does have every right to tell her what to do if she is violating the law. So so now she's going psycho on Robbie again. Okay. So this might be the point where he tells, say, Robbie, we told you so. Yeah, I tend to agree with the Aquarium Baby here. I don't tend to believe she was in the hospital in the first place. She's probably just grifting. She just says, "Oh, her Christmas tree was $300. I just got into the hospital. Oh, give me money, 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 money." And then, which Nicole correctly points out now that she was dying before. She said she was terminal, and that was probably a lie too. So yeah, Mrs. P likes to sit there and point the finger. It's all Noodle Mash's fault. Yeah, I believe that, Seashell. I believe that 100%. Because it was a lie. Yet again, to garner sympathy. Amy in tears. I don't know about that. But but Seashell, I do believe maybe Amy said she was in tears. You know, it's yeah, it is such bullshit. She probably says it so she can say, "Oh, I got this hospital bill," or I don't feel good. Send me some money or some gifts. And we all know what she does with the gifts, right? She either throws them in her fireplace or sends them to Goodwill anyway. So it's not even worth Yeah. That. Yeah, the thing with Mrs. Portland is the truth and her are often strangers. It's a different language to her. So, yeah, it's just one of her Christmas gifts. Just to make some money. And why can't people just tell the truth around here? I don't get that. If you want to raise money on this platform, do it honestly. Here's the thing. The other day, I decided to do a stream, my first karaoke stream. And I teamed up with Siren. And we decided to raise money to help and help Jamie promote Jamie's legal fund, because we care about people besides ourselves around here. And we're not like Mrs. Portland, who thinks just of herself, or some of those other people on the other side who just think me, 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 me. No. And we did it honestly, too. Did you see me do anything crooked on my stream? No. I dropped the link to Jamie's legal fund. That's all we did, was promote Jamie's legal fund and ask people to donate. I provided the entertainment for the evening. We were totally honest, so it is not a grift. But a lot of these people, like Mrs. Portland, definitely knows how to grift. They lie, they cheat, they steal. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think some of these people, some of these con artists out there, they'll even admit themselves to the hospital, saying they have symptoms they don't have. And then they'll go through all these battery of tests just to get sympathy. Isn't that called Munchausen's or something? Or is that totally separate? I'm not sure, but yeah. So me and Siren, we thought of someone besides ourselves the other night. Can't say the same about some other people. Yeah. And then she wants to, oh, you have a good point there, Seashell. You have a great point there. So then she could say that her mental abuse from others on this platform caused her heart attack. So then she can go over and blame Noodle Mash some more. Which is utter bullshit. How much heartache does do these trolls have to cause Noodle Mash? Damn. Just because Noodle Mash makes some money on here, they're jealous. Oh, because Noodle Mash is not gonna sit back and be bullied. She's a problem. Yeah, it's always the same. Wash, rinse, and repeat. It gets sickening after a while. Really. It really gets sickening. And then you have this Lola bitch. Yeah, I called her a bitch. Hate watchers. So what are you going to do about it? This little bitch decides, oh, I'm going to start making threats to harm people. But that's okay because it's against Noodle Mash. It's against Jamie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, then she needs to get off this platform. So Mrs. Portland is not getting hate attacked or bullied or mentally abused if someone decides to talk about or respond to her videos online or have an opinion about them. So here's the thing. So Mrs. Portland thinks she can scream, yell obscenities, act like a total bitch, basically. And then when people respond to her or have an opinion or want to break down what she says or do a truth check on her, then she's getting mentally and verbally abused. This isn't Burger King. You don't get to have it your way all the time. You don't get to have everything your way all the time, Mrs. Portland. So Noodle Mash has every right to sit there and respond. Yeah. We could play the game of fuck around and find out. And nobody's threatening you, Mrs. Portland. All we're doing here is giving our opinions. We're not making threats of harm to you. Yes, we may be telling you what the consequences of your actions are, but that's not harassment. We are talking about the behavior that people on this platform are doing, and we have a damn opinion about it. Or we have something to say about it. We're not trying as long as it's within the terms of service. As long as it's within the terms of service, we're fine. As long as we're not committing any crimes on the internet, we can do whatever we want. Yeah, Aquarium baby, you got a point there. It's hilarious. She says she has everyone blocked, but she knows everything that goes on. I think she has it all that no one knows about and then goes from channel to channel. That's just my opinion. And I think I'm right. Yeah, she just thinks, here's what I think. She just gets mad because people won't donate to her. She's mad that people see her for what she is, and that people actually talk about her behavior. And she views it. This is how this is everyone. This is not a normal brain we're dealing with. This is not a normal person. She's cuckoo for cuckoo puffs. Yeah. Dry tears, crocodile tears. So when I have an opinion about something and I'm absolutely and I'm sure she does, Seashell. I'm sure she does. She says she goes incognito and looks at all the comments, but then goes on her main one and blocks everyone. It defeats the purpose of blocking someone, right? Thank you for coming, Care D. So there was a website I heard about several days ago. And this website got me thinking. So I'm just shocked that some of these trolls, these angry trolls, haven't heard about it or tried to do something with it. So we're going to go to the website and we're going to check it out if it's still up. So here we go. Here we go. All right, we're going to go over, take a field trip. Hey, only a paw. So we're going to go check out a website. I seen this in a YouTube video. So please, everyone, I'm going to explain everything. And how it has to do with what goes on around here. So all right. So here's a website. It's called rentahitman.com. Now, I'm surprised with all this hatred over on the other side that some of these idiots, well, they are idiots because look at the website. I'm surprised they didn't go Try this. And Witchy Nicole, this is the regular web. So I'm a little so Noodle Mash is right to be concerned. But here's the catch. All right, we're going to go through this website. So she got her anti-stalking order because of Mrs. Portland's lies. Now, who thinks this website is real? Put a 1. If you think this is a joke website, put a 2 in chat. I just want to see where we are. If you think it's real, put a 1. If you think it's a joke, put a 2. Okay, just waiting. Just waiting for chat to vote. So we got a smart chat. This isn't a real website. Well, it is in a way. Sort of. So, some of these trolls on here, they get so angry, they take things personally. So, I'm surprised someone like Mrs. P or Extinct Tube or Tits Up hasn't tried this because they're idiots. All right. So let's put this full screen so everyone can read it. All right. Rentahitman.com. Temporary closed due to funding shortages and hosting issues. Click here to help. So, in order for us to maintain 100% compliance with HIPAA, Hitman Information Privacy and Protection Act of 1964, we must use cookies. By continuing to use this site, you accept our use of cookies. Okay? So you get the joke here. So Rent a Hitman, your point and click solution. We are 100% HIPAA compliant. Got issues? Click here. So they're going down here. Guido the Hitman. The dark web is not safe, but we are. Got a problem that needs resolving? Cash for cats. Catalytic converters they're talking about. So here we go. Tired of getting bullied. Rent a Hitman has assisted individuals just like you who have been the victim of bullying. At the gym, in the office, or at the club, with a wide variety of solutions available. We ensure that your situation is resolved accordingly with the proper care and attention it deserves. Fill out a service request form for additional information. Consultations are free and discreet. Okay, we can make any troubled relationship disappear. Let's face it, we all had a relationship or two that you just wish would go away, but didn't know just how to end it. Look no further and let Rent a Hitman take care of the dirty work for you. To get started, submit a service request form, and one of our highly skilled relationship advisors will provide you a free consultation. You can't just trust any organization online, but you can trust us. We are 100% HIPAA compliant. And then you have these customer testimonials. And then you got Guido Finelli and family, service and inquiries, discount packages available, group 3 or more, senior citizen discount. So, this isn't the only website available. This isn't the only website available. So, what happens if you go to one of these websites? So, since some of these people in this community are asswipes, they're vindictive, but not that smart in the head, and they're desperate. Sound just like them? Well, this site's known to the media and has done some great work in solving crimes. Well, the police know all about it, Witchy Nicole. So there were dozens of people who fell for this. And the person behind this website actually put it up as a joke. He thought it was funny. Yeah, sort of. The police comes to your home. So, so Mr. Guido is behind this website. And if you put a serious request in to have someone killed, he calls the cops on you. He gets all your info. He gets all your information. He gets all your personal information, your address, your name, your IP address. You name it. And then he calls your local police department to turn your ass in. No, I don't think it's funny. Either, only a paw. But some people have weird sense of humors. But this guy started getting serious inquiries. Having people offed. Unalived. Let's just put it that way. And that's the concerning part, because people are that dense and that stupid thinking they can hire someone to be unalived on the internet. So you hire, you go, you do stupid things. Sometimes you win stupid prizes. Hey, I'll totally admit this website has done some great things. It caught people trying to hire people with intent, murderous intent, to unalive people. I'll totally admit that. But here's the thing. I'm surprised that the unintelligent. Thank you, Seashell. This is the point I'm trying to make. Sounds like one of these idiots, these haters on the other side, because this hate blinds them to the point. Sometimes this petty YouTube shit would lead them to a Google search to a website like this with the okay, it would lead them to a website like this and give their personal information with an essay on why they want someone unalived. And the person behind it is just going to turn you in to law enforcement. And then you're going to get a litany of criminal charges, solicitation to commit murder. Is it really worth it? Is it really worth it to get 8 to 15 years for your hatred? I think it was, Julie. It was on several media shows. But people have amnesia and they forget where their hate online. Absolutely, Witchy Nicole. Absolutely. They should be behind bars. But a few of them, but actually a few of them got probation. And that's sad. I think they should have got major jail time. People get warned. This is the thing. There's not really a website you can go to. So let's show you the other one. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, they need jail time, not a slap on the wrist. So here's another one. So they have to say in the first line, 100% legit. And they have to advertise that they're Russian. So this so this is a concern This is an absolutely legitimate concern of Noodle Man to get a court order on Mrs. Portland in the first place. Because there are sites like this and people in this and haters obsessed like no other. So there are several of them. There are no such thing. There's probably some of them are ran by the police, actually. They're actually sting operations. I just wanted to cover this as an educational. Yes, this is the internet, not the dark web. This is the internet. I didn't have to go on the dark web to find these sites. All you got to do is type in, like, find a hitman. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely scary that these websites actually exist. Not all of them, Witchy. Not all of them. Not all of them on the dark web. Some of them are actually the FBI or State Bureau of Investigation. Because some of them on the dark web, they're set up by the authorities trying to fish people in. Yeah. There's stings all over the place. So here's the advice I have. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. No matter how angry you get. I'm just shocked that this didn't happen already. So we're gonna real quick. We're gonna so here we go. We're gonna go over to someone's community wall. And we're gonna review her community posts real quick. So all right, we're over at Amy's. And can everyone see the first post? Reunion tonight. Can't wait. And then she has the link over to Morbids. Oh, how nice. So here's another one. So here's another one by Amy. Jamie, you are the biggest damn liar. Telling people I'm talking shit behind their backs in group chats. Show the proof, you damn. PRED. I am not in any groups, you lard ass, nacho eating pig. Lying to Robbie is not peace, you damn coward. Pathetic, you have to lie about people nonstop when you don't get your way and lie to cause fights. No wonder so many people hate your guts. So you had to call someone, Amy, a predator. You had to do it. So here we go. So this is a conversation between Jamie and Robbie. All right. So I guess say Robbie hasn't learned a damn thing about sharing private messages. Apparently. So Robbie hasn't shown a damn thing. Or learned a damn thing, I mean. He still shares people's private messages. And he apparently sent this to Amy. Oh, how nice of you, say, Robbie. So it's showing that you cannot be trusted. I'm sure people already know this, but so here we go. So now she's going after Space Monster. Oh, Spacey, you should have let the past be the past. Please sub up to our Granny Fanny, Jerome Walker. And now she's tagging Morbid. And, oh, look at this. She's tagging Amber. Hip hip hooray. So here's another one. You are a fake and the biggest clown around next to Jamie, Lonnie. Whatever it takes for you to feel accepted by a narcissist. Keep yourself in your own lane. Amy. Stop talking about yourself. Please. We already know what you are. You're crazy. Get yourself some help, Amy. All right. So here we go. He's talking. Oh, another post about Jamie, who's obsessed. So here we go. So now here's another post of her obsession. So now she's telling everyone. Now she's breaking TOS, everyone. Aw, she got this one from Retro. Okay. So here's Amy again. So Sneaky Jamie, Sarah, and Breezy just went into another mod chat called Band Legion Kick People. And they are still out there and planning more attacks on people. Sarah and Breezy, you are both are pure trash. And guess what? I still have access to that same chat you are searching right now. Right this second, even the part where Jamie, told Lonnie to go choke on a D word and die behind her back. I will release all the clips of Sarah talking mad crap on Jamie. Where I circled is the time for today, 12:27 p.m. Eastern. That is all started. So here we go. Jamie, 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 Jamie. Jamie. Oh, here's another meme. Oh, here's another here's a deviation from the normal lately. AJ. Well, I'm going to call that a lie, Amy. You probably did. We all seen you. We all know you look people up like it's no big deal, like you're giving candy to a baby. So it's so here we go. 3 weeks ago. Here we go again. Now who's obsessed? That's not very nice, Amy. And all the name calling and what do you mean, Joanne? You sound like a bunch of youngings. Can you clarify that, Joanne? Okay, that's fine, Joanne. I was just wondering if that was just an insult towards us or tonight or what it was. A lot of people are coming in being smart asses. So yeah, we even had someone last time come in and make a fake song request. So I thought they were funny. So and they think it would trigger us. But yeah, I used to care about Robbie too. I used to care. I thought he was okay. I had a few things in common with them, but I thought he sounded sane. However, he just proved to be a selfish clown who only cared about himself. So that's just my opinion on it. Oh, okay, Joanne. Okay. Yeah, these YouTubers are a joke. Some of these YouTubers are a joke. You know, they come on here and they come on here making threats. They even commit criminal acts. And then when we try to say, oh, this is criminal, you may want to back off. Then they say, oh, you're threatening me with jail. No, we're not. We're just telling you what the consequences of your actions are. If you continue this line, if you go down this road, continue doing what you're doing, and they just blow a gasket and continue to so it's such a shame that some of these people go down this road. I came in here, this community, I says, whoa, this community is a mess. So I start watching. So I came in here watching Robbie and a few others, and then I heard Robbie mentioning Natasha Cooper's name. So I didn't even know who the fuck she was. She was like this nobody to me. So yeah, I saw lots of that when I first arrived, Aquarium Baby, and I was like, what the fuck? These people they say vile things about one another one day or 1 week, and then they kiss each other's asses the next. And I'm like, yeah. So Robbie mentioned Natasha Cooper. I says, who the fuck is this bitch? So I put Natasha Cooper's name in YouTube, and so I see all these videos. Oh, I guess she's controversial on here. So I started clicking play. And I was like, this woman talks like this? And she does this? She does this crap and she scams people and she does all this other nonsense. So then I saw several clips of Jamie. And I was like, okay, who's this guy that got her so upset where she's threatening to revenge porn? So I decided okay, I'll go check this guy out who got Natasha so pissed off. And I check out a few of his videos and I was like, oh, I'm laughing my butt off. And I was like, okay. And then I caught a few of his lives and I said, oh, this guy seems to have some moral ground. So I was listening in the background for like a week. And then I saw a few people I knew and I said, hey. So I stayed. I stayed and I met so many good people. And then like a month later, this was around the time Just K started with their crap. So I said, screw this. I said, I have an opinion too on some of this shit. So I said, okay, let me just start my own channel. And then Amy was like animate, oh, don't go live, don't go live, don't go live. Oh, just start with these little short videos. And I'll tell everyone this. And then she got the idea with the voice changer, and I was like, I shouldn't have listened to her. I said, what's the worst that has happened? Really? What's the worst that happened? Oh, my docs got passed around. Oh, big deal. I'm not trying to hide or I'm not even doing anything that's that bad, really. I just talk about the drama and give my opinion on it. Or give or suggest a better way of handling some of or give a suggestion on, oh, you could try this. I often say, change the channel. If you don't like somebody, change the channel. No one's forcing you to watch. But I always notice on some of these channels, everyone's well, we're going to disagree with that, Joanne. All right. We're just going to disagree. We're going to agree to disagree. And that's okay. We're going to agree to disagree sometimes, and that's all right. Because I have people come into this chat that that like this person. But as long as they come in here being respectful of everyone in chat, I let them come in. As long as you're not name calling people in chat or bullying, you're welcome here. I can't control where people go, who people like on here. We just have different opinions on different things, and that's all right. That's all right. But here's the thing that happens around here. They say, oh, I love Natasha, or I love Robbie, or I love this one. Then they do all these immoral things to simp for them, but then they ignore all the bad things they do. Yeah, Aquarian baby, that's absolutely right. That's absolutely right. So yeah, because I've seen a lot of these people on this platform. They lie, they cheat, and it's like, they just can't. Yeah, a lot of them do, but I don't go that way, Joanne. I don't go that way. At least, what I do before I open my trap is I do at least some fact checking. You know, it's like if someone sends me a message, oh, this happened. I at least ask for a long clip or proof of it that it happened or what's going on here before I even air it. And I want something so I know what the fuck I'm actually talking about. I want some information so I know what I'm fucking talking about. And I don't look like an idiot. Because I said before, here's what I said before. All right. Someone came to me in private and says, oh, you got this all wrong. This is the narrative. And I says, show me proof. Or I'm not airing it. Or the one time I was told that Captain Kangaroo was Space Monster. All right. Now, how does that sound? Does that sound way out there? That Captain Kangaroo is using a voice changer and him and space are same person. How does that sound to everyone? Does that sound like a conspiracy theory to you? And the only proof I was shown was, oh, that voice sounds a little like her. I told them in chat, bring me something more concrete before I open up my trap. I'm not going there. So that's the difference between me and some of these other channels on here. Did I get some things wrong before? Yeah, I did. Because there was, okay, I'll give you an example. MKB had some screenshots one night and then spun a tale saying that Juror did this and Juror did that and CJ did this, and it was like blah blah blah. So because she had screenshots or whatever, I sort of went with it. That was my mistake. I was reading the screenshot from her stream one day. This was before she got banned off of this platform. And after that, I sort of never paid her much mind. Hey, Maggie May. I never paid her much mind after that because she was cuckoo in the head. And then she went for that utility bill. She started grifting people for that utility bill. And it was like, and then decided to blame it on Boots Mama. And that was it for me. That was it. That was totally it for me. And And that was proven to be a lie. So that was proven to be a lie. And then after that, she started to go, MKB started to go cuckoo for Cuckoo Puffs. So it was like, can't she tell the truth on where the money's actually going? Really, it's, and then Andrea mom has to beg everyone every month for pay her rent. That's not really her sub's responsibility to do so. I'm sorry. But Amy at the same time didn't have the right to. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Joanne. You're not a doctor, but it sounds like they're taking their anger out on innocent people, and that isn't right. So if I get angry, if I have anger problems, I don't sit there and take a link. I don't sit there and push the lie button. Some people can learn that and say, calm down first, step away from the computer, and because I don't think I owe it to people on here, my subs and everything. They don't want to hear someone screaming and yelling on a live stream for 2 hours and taking their anger and frustration out, especially on innocent people. They can't take things out on people in the real world. Absolutely, they're cowards. So when MKB sits there and say, "Oh, pay for my kid's birthday for $300 or $400," what kind of birthday are you trying to give a kid? Most kids don't get a $300 worth of birthday presents or go somewhere expensive for their birthday. Most kids, they just get a present or two, maybe three, and a birthday cake, and that's it. Oh, maybe mommy will take them to the movies or something. You have to live within your means. If you don't have the money, why are you sitting here on YouTube begging for people to pay your bills? So MKB sat there and said, "Oh, I can't pay my electric bill." How's that our problem? Then when it was her birthday, she raised how much? $700, and she couldn't pay her electric bill with that. And it's getting to be to the point. And then Andrea mom says, "Oh, my rent keeps going up and up." So then Amy has to get involved and say, "Oh, let me look her up." Well, all Amy had to do was say what I said was, "It's not your sub's responsibility to pay your rent every month." That's all I said. I just gave my honest opinion, but Amy has to take it to the next level and sit there, look her up, see what her bills are, this and that. Why does she have to go that far? Why does Amy have to go that far and look everyone up? And then I tell Amy when she went AWOL over at Retros, I said, I can't support this. I can't support you taking your rage out on Amber and Jamie here. It's actually none of your business who Jamie sleeps with, who Amber sleeps with. But then people complain that I have a tip jar running at the bottom of my screen, like some of these other creators. And I says, if my subs want to give me a tip, they're more than happy to. I'm not sitting here begging my subs, oh, can you pay my rent for me? Oh, can you pay my car payment? Can you pay my electric bill? Oh, subs, can you pay for my grocery shopping every month? No, it's not their responsibility to pay your bills. I'm sorry. Subs only give money when they enjoy you, your content, what you have to say. They'll sign up for a membership. They'll super chat you. But here's the thing, Joanne, if I may. Natasha does do it, okay? The different fund. But do you think, here's a rhetorical question for you, all right? So do you think that Natasha owes it to her subs, all right? This is just a question for you to think about. Do you think Natasha owes it to her subs to be honest with where the money's going? Just asking. It's just something to think about. Because a lot of people on here, they lie to where the money's going because we all know who this person I'm talking about, where I'm going to go next. Yeah, she could be lying, Joanne. But no one actually holds her feet to the fire and say, show us proof to where the money's going. This is the thing. Because if I made up a story of, I need medical bills paid, then my subs have the right to ask for receipts. Okay, make sure that their money's going to pay my medical bills. If I actually just saying. So we were hearing this week about Laura. Okay. Let's just get into the Laura conversation before we end this tonight. So we're hearing the big controversy about Laura. So she was out over at Granny's watching. Apparently, her medical records got leaked, supposedly. She just kept talking about her portal. So I'm thinking, so this is what I know about it. It's her medical record portal. It's new these days. And Laura claims she has breast cancer. So if Laura actually has breast cancer, I'm sorry. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me about this. So people are getting obsessed over a YouTube creator having cancer. People are obsessed. Yeah, the broken portal debacle. So I don't think, here's the thing. I don't believe for a minute that her portal was hacked. All right. I'm sorry. That just goes way too, that's just way out there. All right. However, there must be a way to screenshot medical records that come through there or messages from your medical providers. And I'm sorry, but Laura probably told the wrong person, since a lot of people on YouTube have big mouths, apparently. And her medical records started going from person to person. This is what I think happened. This is just a theory. And practically, if Laura has cancer, it's none of our business, practically. So people that are going on and on about the broken portal, spreading that, talking about Laura Keck's cancer, oops. Talking about perplexed cancer. Damn it. Yeah, we don't want to hear someone broke your portal. Please, Laura. I understand that you're annoyed that your medical records are going around. You probably send it to someone you thought you could trust, and the only time it becomes our business is if she has a GoFundMe to help pay her medical bills. Then she could put up proof that she has cancer and she's not lying about it. But other than that, her personal medical conditions are none of anyone's business. I'm sorry, it's a personal issue. It's actually a personal issue. That Laura should be able to deal with on her own. So practically people are talking about that, and Laura's up on Granny's watching. Yeah, they are expensive. Medical bills are expensive as hell. And people are crazy thinking people are going to pay it. But still, if Laura wants to have a page documenting or a channel documenting her cancer journey, all the power to her. I don't care. I don't care if Laura has a channel talking about it. It's her right to talk about it. The only time it becomes our business, as I said before, is if she's raising money to pay, or she's sticking the monetary value on it, which I never saw proof of Laura doing so. I'm sorry. Now, I'm going to admit I'm not a big fan of Laura in the first place, but still. I'm not a big fan of her. I never really was. So what do? I don't watch her. I really don't watch Laura. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal, but it just puts a bad taste in my mouth when you go in a group, and falsely accuse someone of murder because you think you have all the facts. And then I start listening to her on her, this was like 5 years ago. And then she thinks she has this like know-it-all, and I just says, she's not for me. She's not my cup of tea. But I don't hate Laura. I'm not going to sit there and say I hate her. I don't like some of the things that she does on her channel. I'll admit that. Some of the things that she participated in with Molly Golightly. Some of the things she's done, trans bashing, and some of the things she participated in, but I don't hate her. At the same time, it takes more energy to hate people and say, what am I gonna so some of these people, they say, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Now they sit in these chats saying, how are we gonna attack this person today? No, we don't do that over here. We don't have these little mod chats where we sit there and say, okay, who's today's target? Do some of these people annoy us at times? Oh, absolutely. The one annoying us right now is Amy. She's a little cuckoo in the head, but who's another person that's annoying? AJ. But we don't hate her. Hate's a strong word. Yeah, which, it's like, I barely have enough. Yeah, it's the same thing with me. It's since I barely have enough time to watch the people I like, let alone the people I don't like or that are annoying to me. It's like, then you look at TT, and it says, I don't want to sit there and listen to hate speech and threats and homophobia and ugh. Because I have better things to do in my time a lot of the time, and that's unless it's on a channel I frequent, it's like I see a clip and I say, oh dear. So, all right, everyone. Been on for about 2 hours. I gotta do a few things. So I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up on the way out. All right. Good night, good morning, wherever you are. So, all right. See you later. Bye-bye.